For our North Country history lesson, we're talking haunted mansions.
Emily Griffin brings us on Fort Drum for a tour of one of the most prominent homes in the North Country history.
The North Country as we know it can be largely attributed to a man named James LeRay.
James LeRay was the son of Jacques Donatien LeRay de Chaumont, who negotiated the French alliance for the American Revolution with one of our founding fathers, Benjamin Franklin.
After the Revolution, James LeRay came to America to develop hundreds of thousands of acres of land here in the North Country. With his wife and 3 children, he established this estate in 1808. Now it serves as the Cultural Resources Facility for Fort Drum, where sometimes unexplainable things happen. Lights turning on and off, doors opening and closing on their own, footsteps echoing when nobody is around, and whenever someone speaks about Rachel, an enslaved woman who cared for the LeRay family and home, something odd occurs.
I will tell about Rachel, and then the upstairs toilet would flush, even though there would be nobody upstairs. And one day I was discussing it with one of the Fort Drum plumbers, and he said to me one time, "Dr. Rush, toilets do not flush themselves," and it flushed for the 2 of us twice during our conversation. So something happens with the plumbing here, and also and there it's flushing.
What? Rachel is not the only assumed spirit at the estate. Baby Clotilde, LeRay's granddaughter, is buried on the grounds, and there have been reports of ghostly children at play.
About 20 years ago, the ladies were here, and one of them had brought a little boy along, and so he was busy running around as everyone was enjoying the day. And when it was time to go, the little boy said to his mom, "Aren't you going to say goodbye to the kids?" And his mom said, "Well, honey, what children?" And he said, "The ones I've been playing with all day. Mommy, they're on the stairs. They're waving goodbye with their mommy."
Plus, there may be some hard feelings that linger at the mansion. In 1936, Colonel Harold Remington purchased the estate. He and his wife poured their hearts into restoring the property with great effort and cost, just for the Army to take the home via eminent domain a few years later to establish what would become Fort Drum.
It was a very tragic experience for the Remingtons, and especially because Colonel Remington was a decorated artillery officer in World War I. So he had served and believed in the Army. And there is very painful correspondence as he pleads with the Army not to take this estate away.
All these years later, the home serves the community and honors its past inhabitants, who perhaps aren't as long departed as we think. Emily Griffin, 7 News.